I know y'all probably sitting over there like, how does Monet get played? You feel me? Real players don't get played. But rumor has it I'm not a real player because I stay getting played. Like, wow. Y'all need to go grab y'all bag because this shit finna get real.
Play with me, how could you go straight? Thought you was gon' stay. Turns out that you ain't. You left when I said wait on me. Be careful where you hanging, they might spray.
What is up, besties? It's your girl Desi Monet, and I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video. I said I'm back. Oh, I look buff like Tina Turner in this bitch. Anywho, today we finna spill the fucking tea, okay? I'm finna really let y'all in my business.
All of the things I do.
You in my business? Yeah, don't do that. You see me.
And tell y'all a story about how I got played. But anywho, if you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe down below. Become part of the Bestie gang. We on the road to 10K. We trying to get there by the end of October. So just run up them subscribers for me, please and thank you. And to my returners, hey bestie, how you doing? I appreciate you so much for continuing to support me and watch my videos and like my videos, comment on my videos. Okay, I see you and I love you. Okay, but without any further ado, let's just get straight into this story time. All right, y'all. So first and foremost, I'm gonna come up with their names first, so that we don't expose these motherfuckers. So the boy name gonna be Jock. The girlfriend name gonna be, what do I want to call her? Charlie. That sounds like a boy name. I don't like that name. Tia. We finna call her Tia. So Jock, Tia, and then there's me, Desi Monet. Okay? So check it out. Boom, I went to Atlanta for a little vacation. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was back in August, in the beginning of August. I went on a little vacation with my peoples or whatever. Feel me? Went to go turn Atlanta up. It was our first time out there. So the whole trip was planned by my friend and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is from Atlanta, but he used to live in LA. That's how they end up getting together. So, I mean, he not from Atlanta. He lives in Atlanta now, but he is from LA. So they wanted to see each other or whatever, and then they made it a whole little plan where, oh, you feel me, bring your friends from LA, and then I'm gonna bring, you know, introduce them to my homies from out here, and then it just all be like a cool little thing. We got to eat, do this, do that, whatever, you know, have fun and enjoy life as young adults. So I'm like, I'm all for it because I've been wanting to go to Atlanta anyway. So we got a little Airbnb or whatever. The boys had paid for the Airbnb. And we all kicking it, cooling it, whatever. Of course, you feel me, we was out there for some days. So, of course, you feel me, push came to shove. And everybody just started, like, you feel me, coupling up on some shit. Oh, I need to stop cussing. This is YouTube. So I'm spending time with this boy. He's taking me to get, like, he's taking me out to eat. You feel me? He buying me food. He taking me to the mall, like wherever I wanted to go. Like basically he was showing me around Atlanta. Wherever I wanted to go, he was taking me. He was introducing me to stuff in Atlanta, being that I had never been there. Vibe was amazing. Like he had an amazing personality. Like he was just so cool. And you feel me? I just felt like he was cool. And that's why I ended up like clicking with him or whatever, because it sure wasn't about his looks. I'm not trying to call him ugly or nothing, but he just wasn't the type of guy that I usually go for. You feel what I'm saying? But he was a cool human being, down to earth, everything. So of course I ended up, you know, 7 days went by and I ended up, you know, like, okay, we could be friends, you know, we could be cool. I could see us, you know, still communicating when I do finally decide to move to Atlanta. That was my interpretation on the whole situation, right? Mind you, I'm peeping red flags while I'm out there, but not so much red flags to me because he wasn't my boyfriend and he didn't owe me any type of respect. I mean, any type of loyalty or anything. But girls were blowing up his phone and stuff. And I was totally fine with that because it wasn't my business at the time. So, one specific number kept calling his phone, like kept calling his phone. So me being who I am, I'm like, oh, that's your little girlfriend, like yada yada yada. But of course he denied it. I don't got no girlfriend, blah 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 blah. So that was that. I didn't press him about it or anything because that wasn't my business. Like I said, I had just met this guy. So boom, fast forward to the day that we're leaving. I'm going back to LA with the intentions of, you know, okay, that was fun. I'm never gonna speak to this boy again. He takes down my number. He's like, you know, text me. I'm gonna text you, text me back. Like, you know, he wanted to continue what we started, basically. So I get home. This boy is texting my phone daily, FaceTiming me from morning to night. Like, literally sitting on the phone with me all day. We talking every day, all day. If the phone hangs up while we're asleep, he's calling back in the morning as soon as he wakes up. Like, it was just like as if we had been knew each other. So of course, as the month goes on, I'm starting to get attached to him in a way, catching feelings for him, yada yada yada. And we never really said that, oh, like, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend, but it was for sure, you know, more than friends at this point, I would say. Fast forward to end of August, he was like, oh, I'm coming to LA. Mind you, at that point, we were already, like, starting to have altercations, I guess. I mean, it's just, like, petty stuff, like not texting me back in time, in my correct time frame, and stuff like that. It wasn't, like, nothing big and major was going on, but it was just little stuff. So I didn't really care about him coming to LA. So I didn't respond to his message when he said that he was coming to LA. Oh, okay, this is a good example. This is a good example of a red flag, y'all. So, boom. He texted me. He said, I'm sorry, baby. I'm at Top Golf with Mom for her birthday. And I said, you straight. I wasn't tripping. And he said, I was telling him he's straight, like, as if, oh, it's good, it's cool, I'm not tripping, like that. But he thought I was asking if he was straight. So he goes to say, yeah, I'm good, I'm at the studio. So I'm like, you just caught yourself up in a lie. Good night. Like, don't even say nothing back to me at this point because you're lying over little bitty stuff. Like, and then you just got yourself caught up in a lie when you shouldn't have, because I wasn't even talking about that. Like, boys are just so very, very slow. Like, after a while, once the red flags just kept, you know, coming about, I posted on my Instagram and I was like, I'm single. I put like a little gif and it said, hello, my name is single. And then he swiped up and he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, oh, so I'm in a relationship. Like, I was kind of, you know, geeked or whatever. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like, okay, so he do care about me. He want to be with me, blah, blah, blah. So I deleted it. He FaceTimed me, first of all. He FaceTimed me and was like, so he's single? So he's single? And I was like, no, if you say I'm not single, then I'm not single, baby. Like that, right? So I deleted it or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. So after I posted that, of course, y'all already know how boys do. He got his act together. He, you know, he trying to get back on his P's and Q's because he don't want me to go nowhere. So fast forward, he's like, I'm coming. He texts me on the 29th, August 29th. He's like, I'm coming out there Monday or Tuesday. And I didn't respond. So he texts again. He said, baby, you hear me? I didn't respond. I had told my cousin, like, when he come out here, I'm not seeing him. Mind y'all, we had already had a trip planned to go to Vegas the first week of September. So I'm like, he coming out here at the end of, you feel me, the end of August for what? I'm not finna see him. He's just gonna have to see me in September because he haven't been acting right anyway. That was my whole setup. So boom, he arrives out here Monday or Tuesday and he texts me. He says, I'm in your city, right? I already knew that he was in my city because I had watched his story already and he was posting LA or whatever when he landed. So I'm like, I know, I peeped, welcome to the city. And he like, you coming to lay with me tonight? So me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna be like that. So I go to where he's located or whatever. And it's not just him there, it's his friends and stuff too. So I go with my friend and my cousin. We go to where they're located, and he doesn't say anything to me. He doesn't say anything to me. He doesn't even say hi. So I go back home. Because I'm not finna give nobody no attention that ain't giving me no attention. How you gonna ask me if I'm coming up here, and then when I get here, you acting like a child and you acting like you can't talk? So I left. I went home. The following day, he said, when I got home, first of all, when I got home, he called and texted me and said, where did you go? Why you didn't ask for the room key? I was smoking, blah, blah, blah. I said, boy, bye. I'm not coming back on my house. None of that. He like, I could pick you up in my rental. No, I don't care. Miss me with all that, I'm cool. He had already blew me for the day. Try again tomorrow. So he tried again tomorrow. I was supposed to go, but I ended up pushing it off. I was like, can I just come next day? So I ended up going to see him the following day, and you know, we spent the whole day together, whatever, chilling, vibing, whatever, cool. And I'm like, I really do like this boy. Like, me hanging out with him, realized that I needed to snap out of my evilness, because you feel me, I be getting evil sometimes. So I'm like, I need to stop out of my evilness. Like, he's really cool. Like, I really do like him. Now I see why we even started talking in the first place. So fast forward to the next day. The next day, he goes back to Atlanta. He like, oh, I have to go back to Atlanta. And then he tells me while he's there, while we're together, he says, oh, I can't come to Las Vegas anymore. I have to help my mama pay bills, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. All this, that, and the third. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not finna go, because it was literally like a couple's thing. So, boom, he goes back to Atlanta. We're texting or whatever. And his birthday comes. His birthday was 2 days after he left LA. So 2 days later, his birthday comes. I am bad at remembering people's birthdays. So I didn't know if it was the 7th or the 8th. So I'm waiting for him to post. You know how people post stuff and then people post stuff on your birthday and you repost it on your story. So I'm waiting for him to do that before I open up my big mouth and say, you feel me, send my paragraph or whatever. So it never came up. His story never came up, y'all. Mind y'all, he live in Atlanta, so the time difference, I'm like, he should have been posted something by now. You get what I'm saying? So nothing never popped up. And I just was like, freak it, let me just text him and say happy birthday or whatever. I posted him on my spam page and said, yada, yada, yada. I think I have that post too. If I do, I will put it on the screen. So boom, the day keeps going on, keeps going on. So like now it's like 8 o'clock out here. So I'm like, he still haven't posted nothing on his story? Something just ain't right. Can't be right. So I'll go through my friend's account and I go to his story. Tap, 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 boom. I'm putting it on screen. Boom, y'all. It's a whole nother chick. Happy birthday, babe. So I DM'd him the post. I screenshotted the post, sure did. And I DM'd him because I was so fed up, because I be having my guard up for a reason all the time. And they just always try to get me to let it down. And when I do let it down, they let me down. All the time. It never fails. But I was so fed up, y'all. So fed up. And then to think, he texted me back and said, chill, you ain't going nowhere. Who do you think I am? Not who do you think you are? Who do you think I am? Because you got another mother thing coming, sir. You got the right idea, but the wrong. After that, I text my cousin. I sent it to my cousin. I'm like, girl, I'm going to Vegas. Because I just told this boy that I was not going to Vegas. Wait, mind y'all, he was threatening me, saying if I go to Vegas, that he was not going to deal with me anymore. I was going to be single. Because what do I need to go to Vegas for if he wasn't there? Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. I had already told myself that I wasn't going to go if he wasn't going, because it just didn't make sense. But the way that he was making it seem, y'all, really tried to press me, If you go, you cut off. If you go, you cut off, is what he kept telling me. So for me to find this out, it's like, where do you have room to cut me off when you're not even doing right by me? 2 days before we go to Vegas, who's calling my phone back to back? Jock. He's calling my phone back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. So I tell my mom, like, why does this boy keep calling me? Why does he keep calling me? So finally, I get home. I return the call. I'm like, hello. He like, you ready to see me? See you? No. Exactly what I said. Where I'm seeing you at? Let me know. Where am I seeing you at? He like, you ready to share a room with me? You ready to get our hotel room together? No. No, not at all, sir. Not at all. So of course he got mad. He hung up because I wasn't giving him the entertainment that he wanted. I wasn't giving him the attention that he thought he was going to receive. But you blew it, baby. You blew it. You really blew it. So he ends up calling me back. I answer and I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, so you really not ready to see me? You really don't miss me? I'm like, bro, we're not cool. We are not cool. I said, I'm just somebody that you know. So you can cut it with all of that because it's not finna be that. That was my intention. Of course, once I got to Vegas, everything changed. But it gets worse. So I go to Vegas. He's there. Mind y'all, we didn't get hotel rooms. We got an Airbnb under my name. Okay? They paid for it, but it was under my name. So we get this Airbnb. And first night, I'm like, I already told everybody, it's an extra room downstairs. That is where he'll be sleeping. So he comes first day. I don't say a word to this boy, literally. When they arrive, I'm leaving. I'm going to the strip. We left. We went to the strip. I came back. I showered. I got in my bed, in my room. While everybody else was coupled up, he was downstairs, not in my face. So boom, I doze off. I wake up to go use the bathroom. As I'm leaving out, somebody's coming in. Who's that boof? Of course it's him. So he gets in my bed. I'm like, interesting. So I just go to sleep. I don't even say nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I don't say nothing. I go to sleep. Following day. Repeat. I don't speak to him. I do not speak to him at all. Right? Then, I end up getting a little intoxicated. So I start talking to him. I'm talking to him, whatever. Not even on nothing like that. Just like regularly talking to him. So now, of course, he knows that he can sleep in my room tonight. So he sleeps in my room. That night, we're talking because I'm actually woke. He like, you mad at me, bro? I'm sorry. I know I messed up. You want to cuss me out? Do what you got to do. Yada, yada, yada. Blada, blada, blada. I don't have nothing to say about the situation. Like, I really don't. It's nothing more for me to say. It happened. You did what you did. That's it. So he like, you're not going nowhere, right? I'm looking at him like, because I just can't believe that you in a whole relationship and you telling me what I can and cannot do. Mind y'all, this girl has a whole highlight on her Instagram of them. So I'm just like, do you think I'm a fool or what? So the days go on. We stay out there for 5 days. Every night he sleeps with me. So boom. This is 2 days later. This is 2 days after we already came back to our casa. Okay? We had already been texting back and forth because I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Not even gonna lie to you. I'm a fool. So we have been texting back and forth, and he's telling me, you know, she gone. He want me. I ain't going nowhere. He got his stuff together. He figured it out. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm believing it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm believing it. Because the girl deleted her highlights. I'm like, oh, interesting. So, right. I go to my Instagram, and I see that she had been DMing me. So, she texts me. She says, so what happened between y'all? Be a woman and be real with me. I ain't never came at you sideways, so please watch how you talk to me. I'm just trying to get both sides of the story. So she says, you can call me if you feel comfortable, blah, blah, blah. So I called her. I told her everything that happened from Atlanta to Vegas. Everything that happened, all the details, all the small details that she needed to hear, I told her every little thing. Okay? She said, he's making it seem like you weren't even in Vegas. He said you weren't in Vegas. He said he never seen you when he came to LA. He said he didn't even mess with you like that. You just kept blowing up his phone, bothering him all the time. I said, oh, I have multiple screenshots and evidence to provide you with, honey. I will send them to you gladly once I get off this phone. He said that you're just trying to ruin our relationship because you think that if we're not together, you could be with him. Girl, I don't even want him no more. He's a dead issue. But, you know, she was cool, so I wasn't giving her no attitude, no nothing. Like, we was smooth sailing. So I sent her, you know, all the screenshots and stuff that she needed to see. But, you know, life goes on. Life goes on with or without him or anybody else. So I'm, you know, on the road to riches, you know, right now. Catch me if you can, and catch me if you can. Catch me if you can, and catch me if you can. But no, that concludes this video, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Please don't be trusting these niggas, y'all. Don't. Excuse my language, but don't. Please don't. Because they will play you. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, besties.